English with EduWorld.
Learn English. Connect with world.
Hello, hello, all learners. Welcome back to English with EduWorld. I'm Anna, and I'm really happy you're here with us today because we're talking about something that can completely change the way you sound when you speak English. We're diving into the real secret behind natural pronunciation.
And I'm Kenny. Hello, everyone. If your goal is to sound clear, smooth, and confident when you speak English, not perfect, just natural, then you're in the right place. Make sure to subscribe and stay with us because today we're giving you something you can use immediately in real life.
You are wasting your life memorizing thousands of difficult words, while native speakers use just one secret word to rule every conversation.
Stop sounding like a lonely robot. Discover the three-letter miracle that unlocks total fluency before this video ends, or stay trapped in silence forever.
Imagine you are in the middle of a busy street in New York. You want to speak, but your mind is frozen because you are searching for a long, difficult word from a textbook. You feel like an outsider, and the silence is painful.
But what if I told you that a tiny three-letter word could save you? Most students ignore this word because it looks too simple. However, this secret word is the heartbeat of real American English.
Welcome to English with EduWorld, where we make the difficult seem easy. If you stay with us until the very end, we will show you how this one small word can replace 100 boring rules. It is the bridge that will take you from sounding like a robot to sounding like a true native speaker.
If you're ready to unlock your natural voice, please subscribe to our channel right now. Your support gives us the energy to create more life-changing lessons for you. Let's start by practicing 2 quick sentences to feel the power of this word.
Try saying this out loud. I got your message. Or try this. I am getting better at English. Can you feel how smooth and natural that sounds?
Now we have a quick question for you to answer in the comments. When you learn English, what is your biggest struggle? A. I know many words, but I cannot use them naturally in conversation. B. I am afraid of making mistakes, so I always stay quiet.
Type A or B below, and let's find the solution together.
As your answers fill the comment section, it is clear that the fear of sounding unnatural is the wall standing between you and the world.
This wall is built by what we call stiff English. You work so hard to remember formal words like receive, arrive, or become. You think these words make you sound smart, but in a real conversation, they make you sound like a machine. When you say, I received your communication, instead of, I got your text, you create a cold distance. It feels like you are reading from a manual instead of speaking from the heart.
This is the dictionary trap. We focus on big words because we're afraid of being too simple. But in the United States, the word get is the master key to being friendly and casual. Using get shows that you are comfortable and that you belong in the neighborhood. It turns a boring sentence into a warm invitation for a real friendship.
To escape this trap, we have a solution called the Get Revolution. We are going to teach you to use this 3-letter word to express your body's changes, your travels, and even your thoughts. Let's practice some natural sentences right now to feel the difference. Say this with me. I get tired after a long day. Or this one. I get hungry at 6 o'clock.
Can you hear how much more alive that sounds? Another great one is, I usually get home early on Fridays. This is the real language of the street, and it is much easier to remember than difficult grammar rules. By mastering this one word, you are choosing to be a human being instead of a dictionary. We're here to help you get it, one step at a time. Once you stop acting like a dictionary and start speaking like a human, you will notice that people don't just hear your words, they truly listen to your heart.
That is exactly why we created English with EduWorld. I'm Anna, and my mission is to show you that your voice has value, even if you only use simple words. I have spent years helping students realize that being perfect is boring, but being real is beautiful. Beside me is Kenny, who believes that communication is about building bridges, not just passing tests. Together, we want to help you find your natural rhythm in this language.
We want this place to be a home for your learning. Every time you like a video or share a story in the comments, you are helping this family grow. We are not just teachers and students here. We are a global community of brave speakers. Your courage to practice out loud is what keeps us going every single day.
Let's take a second to look back at the question we asked about your biggest struggle. Whether you chose A or B, we want you to know that you are not alone in this journey. We are going to practice some sentences together right now to build that confidence. Say this out loud with me. I get happy when I study with Anna and Kenny. Or try this one. We get better at English every day.
Can you feel the energy in those words? By practicing these simple phrases, you are already moving closer to your goal of sounding like a native speaker. Stay active in the comments and share your thoughts with us. We love reading your messages because they remind us that we are all getting better together. Let's keep this conversation going and unlock your potential. As we build this bridge together, let our mission guide every word you speak today.
English with EduWorld. Real English for real life. This is where your journey becomes natural. Practice saying it now. I get confident with EduWorld. It is time to speak your truth with total power.
To truly own this power, we must move beyond the surface and dive deep into the 5 master blocks that make get the most important word in your daily life.
Let's start with our first block, the transformation. In English, we use get to describe a change in your body or your mood. Instead of using the formal word become, we use get to show that something is happening right now. For example, if you are working all day, you don't say, I am becoming tired. You simply say, I am getting tired.
That's right, Anna. It's about movement and change. Think about your feelings when you wait for a friend who is late. You can say, I get frustrated when people are late. Or think about the weather. When the sun goes down, we say, it gets dark very fast. Let's practice a sentence for your daily life. I get hungry around noon.
I love that one, Kenny. Let's try another one together. I get excited about my English lessons. Can you feel the energy? When you use get this way, you are telling a story of change. You are not just a static person. You are someone who feels and reacts to the world. Practice saying, I get cold in the winter.
Now, let's move to our second block, the physical move. This is about arriving or reaching a place. Most textbooks teach you the word arrive, but in the real streets of America, get is king. If you call your mother, you don't say, I arrived at the station. You say, I just got to the station.
It sounds much warmer and more natural. Imagine you are at a party and you want to know when your friend will be there. You ask, what time do you get here? Or if you are talking about your daily routine, you can say, I usually get home at 6. It connects you to the listener because it sounds like real life, not a grammar test.
Let's practice a few more for your travel. Say this, I get to work by bus. Now try this one. How do I get to the park? It is simple, fast, and very effective. When you use get for movement, you sound like someone who knows exactly where they are going. You are not a tourist, you are a local.
Our third block is the exchange, which means to receive or to buy something. Think about your morning routine. Did you get a coffee today? Or did you get a nice message from a friend? We use get because it's a quick way to talk about things coming into our lives. We don't say, I purchased a new phone. We say, I got a new phone.
Exactly. It makes the conversation flow like water. Imagine it's your birthday and someone asks about your gifts. You say, I got a lot of beautiful presents. Or at work, you might say, I got an email from the boss. Let's practice. I need to get some milk from the store. Now try, did you get my gift?
This brings us to our fourth block, and this one is very important for your confidence, the intellectual click. This is when get means understand. In a classroom, students often say, I understand, but in a coffee shop with friends, we say, I get it. It shows that the idea has finally clicked in your brain.
That is such a powerful phrase. If someone explains a joke and you finally understand why it's funny, you say, ha ha ha, I get it now. If you are confused, you can honestly say, I don't get it. It's a very safe and friendly way to communicate. Let's practice. Do you get what I mean? And the answer, yes, I get it clearly.
This block also helps you show empathy to your friends. If a friend is sad, you can say, I get why you are upset. It shows that you understand their heart, not just their words. Practice saying this out loud. I get it. Life is not always easy. This simple phrase can build a very deep connection with the people around you.
Finally, we have our fifth block, the native phrasal loop. These are fixed expressions that stay together like best friends. The most famous one is get up. We use this every single day when we leave our beds. You don't say, I leave my bed at 7. You say, I get up at 7.
And don't forget, get ready. This is what we do before we go out. I'm getting ready for the party, or I need to get ready for my meeting. Another very useful one is get along. This describes your relationship with others. For example, I get along very well with my brother.
Let's practice these together. Say, I get up early every day. Now try, I get along with my coworkers. And one more, I need to get ready for bed. These phrases are like building blocks. Once you know them, you can put them together to tell any story about your life.
Think about how much we have covered. We talked about becoming a new person, arriving at a new place, receiving new things, understanding new ideas, and living your daily routine. All of this is possible with just one tiny word. You are not just learning a verb, you are learning how to live in English.
Let's do a quick review with some real-life examples. Imagine you're talking about your morning. I get up at 6, I get ready for work, and then I get to the office at 8. See how get does all the work for you? It is the most hard-working word in your vocabulary.
Now imagine you are talking about your progress. I get happy when I study. I get better every day. I finally get it. This is the language of a winner. You are moving forward, you are changing, and you are connecting. You are no longer trapped by difficult grammar. You are free.
To make this stick in your brain, you must repeat it. Don't just listen, use your voice. Speak to your mirror, speak to your friends, or even speak to your cat. The more you say, I get it, the more your brain will believe it. You are training your muscles to speak the language of a native.
Remember, the goal is not to be perfect. The goal is to be understood. If you use get, you are already speaking the language of millions of people in America, England, and all over the world. You are joining a global conversation. You are becoming a part of something bigger than just a book.
We want you to feel the power of these 5 blocks. When you go out today, look for get everywhere. Look for it in movies, look for it in songs, and look for it in the comments below. You will start to see that this word is truly everywhere. It is the invisible glue that holds the English language together.
We are so proud of the progress you are making. Each block you master is a step toward your dream. Whether you want a better job, more friends, or just the ability to travel, get is the tool that will help you. You are doing a great job, and we are right here with you.
Let's do one last practice session. I will say a formal sentence, and you try to say the get version out loud. Formal, I arrived at the restaurant. You, I got to the restaurant. Formal, I am becoming sleepy. You, I am getting sleepy. Formal, I understand the lesson. You, I get the lesson.
Perfect. You are getting so much better already. Can you feel the difference in your confidence? When your sentences are shorter and more natural, you feel more relaxed. And when you are relaxed, your English flows even better. It is a beautiful circle of learning.
Keep these 5 blocks in your heart. Get is your friend. It is your shortcut. It is your power. You don't need to struggle with the big words anymore. You have everything you need right here in these 3 letters. Let's continue this journey and see how much further we can go together.
Would you like me to move on to the next step and help you turn this knowledge into a powerful motivation for your life?
Now that you have the tools to master this word, let's look at the emotional bridge you are crossing between being a silent observer and a confident speaker.
Imagine you're at a local coffee shop in a busy American city. You see people laughing and sharing stories, but you feel like a ghost watching from the outside. You have studied for years, but you are still afraid to open your mouth because you think your English is too simple. This is the pain of the dictionary robot, where you feel that if you don't use big words, nobody will respect you.
It is a lonely feeling to have a heart full of thoughts, but a mind that is trapped by formal rules. You want to say, I'm tired, but you worry if you should say, I am fatigued. You want to say, I got it, but you hesitate and say nothing at all. This silence is like a wall that keeps you away from making new friends and achieving your life goals.
But now, I want you to close your eyes and imagine a different reality. Imagine you are in that same coffee shop and you simply say, I got here a bit early today. You see the barista smile and reply naturally because you sound like a real person. You feel the warmth of connection because you finally used the language of the people.
This is the moment of fluency joy. When you use the word get, you are not just using a verb, you are taking off a heavy mask. You are showing the world that you are comfortable with yourself and your journey. You feel the heavy weight of grammar stress falling off your shoulders, replaced by the light energy of real communication.
Let's practice some sentences that express this new, confident version of you. Say this out loud. I get happy when I talk to people. Try another one. I get excited about my future. Can you feel how these words belong to you? They are not just from a book, they are a part of your soul.
Think about the time you finally got a joke or a movie scene without subtitles. That feeling of I get it is one of the best feelings in the world. It is the moment you stop being a student and start being a member of the global community. You are no longer watching the world behind a window, you are walking right through the front door.
I remember a student who was so afraid to speak that she almost quit her job at an international company. She thought her English was too basic because she used get instead of obtain. I told her that her boss actually liked her English because it was clear and friendly. When she realized that get was her superpower, her whole career changed for the better.
You deserve that same success and that same peace of mind. Every time you say, I got home safely, or I get what you mean, you are winning a small battle against your fear. You are proving to yourself that you are worthy of being heard. This is the path to greatness, and it starts with the courage to be simple.
Let's practice one more time to feel the inspiration in our voices. Repeat after me. I get better every single day. Now say it like you mean it. I get better every single day. This is your truth, and this is your new life in English. You are doing amazing, and the world is waiting to hear what you have to say.
To turn this new inspiration into a lasting habit, you must take a brave step forward and join the movement we are building together.
We want you to stop being a silent observer and start being an active creator of your own story. The Get Revolution is not just a lesson, it is a community of people who choose courage over perfection. By clicking the subscribe button for English with Edu World, you are making a promise to yourself to never stay quiet again. You are choosing to practice every day until your voice feels as natural as your breath.
We are here to support you, but the real magic happens when you participate. Take this lesson and share it with one friend who feels stuck or discouraged with their English. Be the light that shows them that simple words can create big changes. Also, we want to challenge you to use our 7-day GET plan to speak with more confidence.
Before you move on, let's practice a final commitment out loud. Say this with me. I get better when I share. Or try this. I get ready for success every day. These words are your contract with your future self.
Now it is time to show your power in the comments. We want to hear your voice and learn from your experience. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today to keep going. Let's build this bridge of communication together, one get at a time.
As we reach the final step of our journey today, it is time to look at the big picture of what we have truly learned about the word get.
We started with a simple three-letter word, but we discovered a world of freedom. We have seen how get can transform your body's feelings, bring you to new places, help you receive gifts, and finally, make you understand the people around you. This journey has shown you that you do not need to be a professor to speak beautiful English. You only need to be brave enough to be simple and honest with your voice. By mastering get, you have mastered the art of natural connection, leaving behind the stiff, cold language of a textbook.
The profound lesson we want to leave you with is this: the most powerful path to success is often the simplest one. In life, we often think we need to work harder or use bigger words to be respected. But the truth is, people connect with your energy and your honesty, not your vocabulary. When you choose to be simple, you make it easy for others to understand your heart and your dreams.
To apply this in your life today, try to simplify one thing. In your next conversation, don't search for a long word. Use get and focus on the person you are talking to. Notice how much more relaxed you feel when you are not fighting with grammar.
Before we say goodbye, we have one easy question for you. What is the first thing you want to get in 2026? Is it a new job, a new hobby, or just more peace of mind?
Please share your answer in the comments below so we can all be inspired by your goals. If you enjoyed this lesson, please subscribe to English with EduWorld to help us keep creating these meaningful videos for you.
See you in the next one.
Bye-bye.